Last night at about 8:20 p.m., a domestic dispute occurred at a residence on Pleasure Drive in Flanders, where a female, Pachita Tennant, also known as Patricia, 42 years old of Riverhead, shot her child's father multiple times. The victim, Andrew Mitchell, 46, of Flanders, was airlifted to an area hospital by Suffolk County Police Aviation Unit with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Tennant fled the scene immediately after the shooting. She was driving a 2018 gray Hyundai Santa Fe bearing New York registration, Hotel Uniform Sierra 7151. Since last night, we put out an Amber Alert early this morning because the two have a 3-year-old daughter in common. That child has been located, found safe and secure with a blood relative of Miss Tennant. They're currently interviewing that family member with regards to the child, but the child has been found safe. The family member contacted police after she saw the Amber Alert goes out, so this just proves that Amber Alerts are very beneficial. And through the use of social media with the police department, as well as putting it out through the media, this has been a successful conclusion, and we did find the child safe. We have also located the vehicle in the Suffolk County Police jurisdiction, and I can confirm that the vehicle has been found, but Tennant has not been located. A brief description of Tennant is she's 42 years old. She's an African American with braided black hair, brown eyes, last seen wearing a gray sweatshirt. We want to tell the public that if they do come across her, use extreme caution. Please dial 911 and give the location where you're at. And if she does leave the location, please give the direction of travel. I'll take a couple questions.
Can you say what the nature of the dispute was?
I don't have that information right now, but it was a domestic dispute.
And do you believe the wife is still dangerous at this point?
She was seen just prior to the incident in a very agitated state. So with that being said, we are concerned.
The weapon that was used in the shooting, do you believe that may still be in her possession?
We did recover that weapon. Yes.
Is there any history of domestic violence between the suspect?
We're confirming that right now. We do know that the child is in a very supportive family relationship, so I'll have that information a little bit later.
You said you're confirming that, meaning you're confirming there's a domestic history?
No,
or you're attempting to.
We're attempting to confirm that.
And was the child found inside the car that you were seeking?
No, she was found as a residence of a familial.
Okay, so the child was apparently dropped off by Tennant at a blood relative's home.
Correct.
And then Tennant apparently took off in the car, then dumped the car in a parking lot, and now she's in the wind.
She hasn't been located, but we can confirm that the vehicle has been found.
Is that narrative that I just gave you correct?
I believe it was located in a parking lot, but again, we don't know where Tennant is, so she obviously has not been found with the vehicle. So yes, she is not around.
Lieutenant, can you discuss how long the child had been with the blood member's family?
It appears she's been there through the night. We're trying to establish what time she was dropped off, but she was there through the night.
So when the Amber Alert was set, it seemed as though she had already been with
Correct.
Is that family local that she was found at?
It was local.
The timing of the Amber Alert, is that common for, I mean, I know it was like, close to 12 hours later after the incident. Why does it take so long to get that kind of alert out?
We try and work every avenue where the child might be, or every location that Tennant has ties to. So we had officers and detectives canvassing every one of those locations. And once we established that the child was not at those locations, then we put out the Amber Alert.
Were there any other children in the home at the time?
No.
Okay. And can you give us a condition of the child's father, how many times he was shot, where he is, how he's doing?
We can say he was shot multiple times. He had serious injuries, but we believe not life-threatening. He is doing well in the hospital at this point.
And that would be Stony Brook?
We will not give out the exact location of the victim due to the fact that the perpetrator is still out there.
Was that his house or her house?
That was his house. They have been residing together on and off. She currently was in a Riverhead residence, so that was his house.
And Flanders is the,
Correct.
And who actually has custody of the child?
They actually share custody. That we've established that relationship with the custody of the child is actually very good.
And it was just the three of them, I'm sorry, just to clarify, there was no other children, or were there any other adults present, or?
No.
Does she take the child after the shooting? Does she have custody of the child before the shooting and then they have an incident, or?
We're establishing when the child was dropped off right now.
I mean, no, with the boyfriend, the father. No, is it, do you believe that there's an argument after the shooting, she grabs the child and flees the house, or?
That's what we're trying to establish.
Will they go stay with the family member right now, or will they feel like protective services?
Child Protective Services involved, and they will make the determination whether the child can remain with the blood relative or needs to be turned over to someone else. They'll make that determination based on, the safety of the child. And again, the tenant is still out there, so we want to establish that, the child will remain safe.
Was Southampton working in conjunction with other local departments in the initial search to try to find?
Yeah, we actually try and get everyone involved, so I believe that the New York State Troopers were also involved. And of course, once we put out the Amber Alert, every law enforcement agency is involved. And again, the vehicle has been located in the Suffolk County Police District, so it just shows that putting that information out and getting every law enforcement agency involved, we work together, and it's very important that we all work together.
Given that she's still out there and people might be able to locate her and her photos out there, could you be more specific as to where the vehicle was located? Because maybe she would be close to that area.
It was located, unfortunately, I don't have the exact location where it was located, but it was in the western part of Suffolk. Eastern, western part of Suffolk.
They're still not involved with each other, correct? They're friendly with the daughter, but they're not romantically. You said their relationship is good.
So she does live there from time to time, just currently, she has not been living there.
Is the relative cooperating with authorities?
Very much so.
Thank you.
thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Here, do you need me to shut it off for you? You got it? You got like 5 million things in your hand.